The Unpopular Opinion Show.
Okay, so you were saying something to me about Amber Rose.
Yeah. So and look again, y'all correct me in the comments or whatever. But so I ran across some shit this morning about Amber Rose, and she pregnant again. Some new guy. I've never heard of this guy, and I think old dude dumped her on Father's Day.
I want to laugh. I want to laugh, but it would. Wow. Okay, Happy Father's Day.
Right? he lost 135 pounds for Father's Day.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll sort itself out at some point. But wow.
Yeah, I mean, look, part of me feels bad, like, and you know, single parenthood sucks, especially when you have multiples.
For her, she got dough. It's a little different for her.
Right.
When you got money, it's a little different. But still, that sucks. That really sucks. That's horrible.
But when you out there like that,
she's still doing her slut walks.
I don't know. I mean, that was the most ridiculous shit I had ever heard.
And bravo to her for trying to, empower, and I get it, but I don't think sluts like to be called that. I don't know. That's in my experience. Even if that's what she was.
But it was a whole bunch of chicks who got out there and they was like, yeah, I'm a slut. I'm proud. Like,
I feel funny even saying slutty vegan. Like, that's.
I've had it. It's all right.
It's all right?
Yeah, it's all right.
I applaud her for, it's a black woman doing the thing. But yeah, Amber Rose, good grief. Beautiful woman. I've met her once. And just her aura is just like, oh yeah, you could fall in this one. You'll be, yeah.
Look, so
you caught up in the web in this one here, like, yeah.
So two things. One, is she doing her thing? And if so, what the fuck is it? Right? Like from someone sitting on the outside looking in who doesn't really give that many fucks about it. It looks like her thing is attaching herself to rich and famous dudes and being pretty.
Well, let's go back. When she was with Kanye, I never heard her speak. Never heard her talk back then.
Right.
And when they broke up, he called her a bird and did a whole project.
Shame on him for that shit. Right? Yeah. Like, it don't work out, dude. You ain't got to drag her name. That's crazy.
Right. But I think she's just using what she has to kind of get to do her thing, to further her own interest. She's pretty. She got some notoriety to her name. She happens to be in the public eye. She's gonna use it to an advantage. I didn't like. There was something she said a couple of years ago that had women from Philly go in on her. And I can't remember exactly what it was. So I'm bringing it up for what she said. It was just kind of like an airheaded statement that people was like, "What are you talking about?"
Big shocker. She would make an airhead statement.
Right. But I guess I say all that.
The organizer of the slut walk made an airhead statement. Okay.
I don't know that she's not intelligent. I don't know that about her, but she hasn't made the case that she isn't in some cases.
Hey. All right, so here's what I think. I don't think she is an unintelligent woman, right? Because anyone who obtains some level of success and notoriety must demonstrate a level of intelligence. You don't just stumble into rich, right? So I don't think intelligence or lack thereof is her issue. I think it's not thinking big enough. Let's take Paris Hilton, for example.
Okay.
Paris Hilton became famous to the world by getting it on camera. She was taking it on camera. Now I want to say she's billionaire status from running legitimate companies and businesses.
But
Why can't Amber Rose do that?
Well, it's different because she was a Hilton before doing it on camera. So she was an heiress. She already had money. So anything she did would be exploited or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a little different for her. For Amber Rose or whatever, I guess for her, she got there from, we saw her with Kanye.
Right.
And we saw her with Wiz Khalifa and whoever else she's attached herself to. So for her, it's just she's always attached to these other men.
But I guess my point is, and I agree. Let's put it on a scale. Let's say Paris Hilton being an heiress and taking it and doing what she did puts her at a 10, right? Okay. Ability to climb the scale and grow business 10, not like looks or sexiness, because she's a weird looking chick to me. Amber Rose started out below the scale. Being attached to Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa put her automatically at like a 4 or a 5. Why can't she then take that 4 or a 5 and build herself up to a 6 or a 7 through legitimate businesses, not a slut walk? Jennifer Lopez. She attached herself to men, but built legitimate businesses.
But she also, again, had her own talent. That's the one thing we don't know about
talent.
What her talent is. I mean, she danced, she sang. She ain't the best singer, she ain't the best dancer, but she was on a platform to perform her own thing, to perform and show and display these talents. You know what I mean? So it's not like all we knew her for was being connected to Buffy. She was, already doing something before that.
Fair enough. Which to me underscores the fact that Amber Rose has no talent, right? So if you don't have a talent you can stand on, say, all right, I got this notoriety, people checking for me, let me go sell perfume, or let me use my celebrity to launch this whatever thing, get investors, take that money, roll, continue to roll and build, instead of continuously attaching yourself to a man. That flies in the face of what the slut walk was supposed to do and be. It was supposed to empower, and I joke about it, but it was some legitimate try to empower women thing. But how you're living your life isn't really about empowering, as I see it.
No, I agree with you on that. But then also she's still relatively young. She's not like in her 60s yet. So we'll see. You learn as you get. That
pretty gonna fade, be. That's gonna go away.
Yeah, I mean, a person that I have, beef in my brain with is Trina, who had a talent. She got out there and she made some decent records or whatever. And we've never seen her attached to other men like that, right? No. My only beef with Trina is that when she has the opportunity to say something, she always says something that's kind of degrading. More recently, she said, she called like the protesters animals on the radio. She has a radio show. Her and Trick Daddy have a radio show in Miami, and it was a personal vendetta because one of her friends' shops or stores or whatever got broken or looted or whatever the case, and she went on the air and called these people animals. Not apologize about it. Now, the irony of it is, Trick Daddy was the voice of reason. All right, now watch what you're saying.
you in dark territory when Trick Daddy is the voice of reason.
Trick Daddy was the more sensible one, going, "Hey, hey, you may want to watch what you say here." And she kept on and and then had to, backtrack a day or two later. But that ain't the first time she said something crazy. It just didn't get blown up like that. I remember back in whenever Bush was running, Bush Jr. was running for president the first time. She was on BET somewhere, and they asked her, I think it was Ortega, that said, "Hey, the election's coming up. Who you voting for?" And she said, "Nah, I don't vote. I don't do that."
Did she say why? Why she didn't
No,
vote?
that was it. No, I don't vote. No, that's not the answer to that. No, that's not. And history told us that Miami-Dade County had the most problematic. Like there was more votes discounted in that area, and probably more people came out, but it would have been a little different. But
Florida was messy, just the dangling chads and all that shit.
Right.
Now,
I'm not saying it's
ironically,
her
during
fault.
that time, Bush's brother was the governor of Florida.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Ironic.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
There was just so many things. I mean, I just think it was so many things happening. Her influence could have helped a little bit, and the same 100%. Outcome may have happened. But I just, you say stuff, I don't know. That doesn't, and then to see Hera call protesters, people that are standing up for something, call them animals, when I've never heard a conscious record from Trina at all.
Oh. Her records let you know she was very conscious of her vagina, right? That's it.
But I mean, nothing against strippers, but if you ain't got nothing to say, you ain't got nothing to say. Keep talking about the stripper poles, girl. You all good,
right? The pole life is real.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't even know Trina was still relevant, to be honest with you.
She's on the radio. Her and Trick Daddy have a morning show. Another buddy of mine is one of the producers and talent on the air with her. And they cool with keeping up with the memes and stuff like that. But that little moment in history when she decided to call people animals, it was like, what is? And she wasn't. It was just kind of nasty. Like, I got money. I can say what I want. That type of thing. Come on, woman.
Well, look, if
she apologized. She apologized.
But still, though, right? Like, one of the things I've been watching shit for like the past 3 years is if you come out of pocket, they will cancel you. And you can apologize all you want. But once that initial impression is made, good luck coming back from that.
Yeah. I think she's been fortunate. Like, I haven't really completely canceled her, but I already had kind of a bias in my mind from back. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna take advice from Trina.
Yeah, you're getting your life advice from Trick and Trina. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Ironically, I'd listen to Trick Daddy though. Cocaine
but, he
and
is
all.
Older and wiser. He had like a cooking show or something I had checked out once.
Yeah. And he likes cocaine. What do you?